Hey YouTubers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking strip screw holes in a door hinge, and we are going to show you the right way to repair this. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. Do not do it the wrong way. If you do it the wrong way, chances are it is a temporary fix and it's going to fail. So again, do it the right way. Let's take a look. Alright YouTubers, again in the previous video we did an entire explanation of the parts, the 3 steps, where it's from. And step number 1, we actually have to mark from the bit tip all the way back 3 inches. And that is step number 1. So as you can see here, properly align the tip of the bit and mark 3 inches. And all I used was blue painter's tape there. And again, that is step number 1, remove existing hardware. Using provided drill bit, mark bit at 3 inches, drill straight and level at 3 inches max into existing hole. Pre-drilling with smaller bit will help as well. And the pictorial image here, figure number 1, step 1, this silver plate right here, that is your actual hinge. And you've got the 3-inch arrow depth. So go ahead and grab your drill and drill 3 inches deep into the actual trim. At the door now, and the upper hinge, in the previous video we showed you how it's completely offset and not resting in the actual groove. And the screws itself, they are just spinning. As you can see here, the entire inner portion of this hole is completely ruined. And it goes for this screw as well. So this bottom screw is basically the only screw holding on. And as you can see here, because of the weight of the door and how this is offset, that poor little screw down here is holding on for dear life. And the actual door itself does not close. It catches right here. As you can see, it's wearing off all that paint. So we're going to get right into it. We are going to remove these 3 screws and shift this portion of the hinge plate up, resting against the door. Two upper screws are removed, and as you remove the screw that's holding on for dear life, just be careful. The weight of the door will harm this remaining screw hole if you're not careful. And all I'm going to do is shift the hinge, rest it against the door. I'm going to open the door as much as I can. I'm going to support the door down below, and I am going to drill the top hole first. So let's go grab the drill bit and drill, insert them and secure them, and get ready for drilling. And the drill I am using today is the Craftsman 19.2 volt X, and I've got the drill bit that came in the actual package with the Zen screws, and the blue painter's tape marks the actual 3-inch point from the bit tip all the way back where we will stop our drilling. And again, as the instructions said, be very patient. Make sure you drill straight and level. And there is the 3-inch mark. Hopefully undrill it. We'll need to vacuum up after that. And we're also going to do the center screw. And since that bottom screw is still in great shape, we are going to leave that alone. Let's go ahead and grab the Zen screws and insert them. Alright YouTubers, back at the ZZEM screw set, and step number 2, using provided Torx bit, screw the ZZEM screw into new hole, stopping flush or just below wood surface, figure 2, come up top, and we are going to grab our first ZZEM screw, and we are going to insert it all the way back. And these, believe it or not, are exactly 3 inches long, and that's exactly why we had to drill 3 inches deep. And this is a T27. Again, this bit came with the set, which is awesome. And we've got our screwdriver, and we are going to insert the T27 and start screwing these in, the actual holes we just drilled. Back at the actual door, and I'm going to insert the ZZEM screw in the middle. And I'll hand tighten it as much as I can. From here, I will grab the T27 and carefully screw this ZZEM screw into the hole we just drilled. I highly recommend staying away from power drills. Do not use power drills to screw these Z-Zem screws into the hole. The last thing you want to do is strip this actual portion of the screw, not allowing you to insert it and secure it all the way. So again, hand tools only. Making progress, YouTubers. Got the middle one inserted and secured. Now it's time to carefully insert the top Z-Zem screw. Again, hand tighten it as much as you can. And then go grab the T27 screwdriver. Looks pretty good. The Z-Zem screws are flush with the wood. From here, we are going to carefully shift the plate portion of the hinge in place, and we are going to support the door and realign it with the holes. Grab those brand new Phillips screws and secure them. Back at the part set, and step number 3 again, replace the hinge or strike plate, install screws. Caution, be sure to not over tighten. Obviously, yeah, that's a very important step. Do not over tighten it. And since our hinge plate is still in really good condition, we are going to bypass replacing the actual hinge plate itself. And from here, we've inserted the Phillips screw bit to our screwdriver, and we are going to grab 2 of these little Phillips screws and secure them. Back at the door and the hinge, and what I did was insert all 3 Phillips screws. Again, the lower one we did not drill and insert a Zen screw in there. That was still in good working condition. So again, carefully realign the plate with the holes, and as you screw these in, I recommend hand tightening them first, and by doing that, it will allow you to make sure you are not cross-threading these screws. The last thing you want to do is cross thread these as you insert them and secure them. So from here, just go ahead and secure each. And as that gets a little bit tight, I'll come up top and tighten the upper screw a little bit and down to the middle. Alright, YouTubers, making progress. The main focus was this bottom portion of the hinge. Again, that was properly secured earlier and not harmed. The upper 2 were completely destroyed on the inner portion of the holes. So I aligned this properly, tightened it down in the groove, and now it's time to test the door. Again, before, that door would not close. It would stop right here and rub. So watch this. How efficient and nice is that? And one thing you also want to take into consideration or pay attention to as you are doing this project is any rubbing on the actual door and this portion of the trim. If you've got rubbing, you'll hear it. It'll make an obnoxious sound, so keep that in mind as you're going through the project. Coming in, that is perfect. Look at that. You see the gap there, no longer rubbing, and the hinge is no longer sagging as it moves. At this point, we're back at the remaining parts of the screw set, and in most projects, it's never a good thing to have leftover hardware. In the event that you have leftover hardware, chances are you forgot to insert that hardware along the way during your project, and that's probably not a good thing. However, in our case with this project, it's awesome we have remaining parts, and I've got the bag that all the parts came in. I'm going to reinsert the directions, the drill bit, and I'm always going to keep that tape on there, again, that marks the 3-inch point from the bit tip to the portion where you stop drilling. The 2 additional Z-Zen screws, the T27 bit, the Phillips screwdriver bit, and the 2 remaining Phillips screws that go inside these 2 Z-Zen screws. And in the event that you are wanting to order these, which I highly recommend, these are awesome, visit www.zzemscrew.com. There it is, YouTubers. Again, the screwdriver did not come with the set. I'll go ahead and reinsert that in my toolbox, and inside the bag are all the remaining parts. Standing by down the road in the event that I ever have a screw hole that the inner workings is completely stripped and ruined. That's it, YouTubers. Hope the video helped. Again, doing it the right way is going to secure that door hinge long term or permanently. If you do it the wrong way, you are going to have to fix it sooner or later. Do us a favor, below the video you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notification bell. Once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that will be awesome. Thanks again for watching,